the cameras. And like I said, both have, 12 megapixel sensors on all the lenses, 12 megapixel wide, 12 megapixel telephoto, 12 megapixel ultra wide, where the iPhone 12 has a 12 megapixel wide, then a 12 megapixel ultra wide sensor. Now, in terms of the cameras, you can definitely see that for sure. Maybe the quality, I guess, of the photo, if you're taking the same exact photo on both these, maybe you'll assume that the quality is better on the iPhone 12. But for the most part, they have the exact same features for the most part. They can do 4K at 60 on the back camera. They can even do 4K at 60 on the front camera. One thing I've been able to see that, throughout the generations of using one phone to the other, you're able to see that the front cameras are where the bigger improvements happen at. And I think for this one, I think there's very little difference on the back camera, very little difference on the front camera. If anything, the 11 Pro may be the better camera in my opinion. Now, I've been using this camera pretty much as a main phone, so I've been using it for every single photo I've ever taken on a phone, and it's a very, very good camera. I love just the fluidity of the camera. I'm sorry, I'm covering it up, but you have that ultra wide sensor, you have that telephoto lens, and it's just so seamless. It really feels like you have a really, really good setup. It really feels like you have a really, really good sensor in your pocket at all times. And with the 11 Pro, I love the ability that you have those triple camera setups and you still have portrait mode and everything. Now, compared to a lot of other Androids, it doesn't have the crazy amount of features, but the quality is consistent, and I really do like the iPhone 11 Pro camera, and I think it may even be better than the iPhone 12, if I'm being honest. Now, definitely the iPhone 12's camera is good enough for the most part. If you're going to be taking, a ton of photos or videos or whatever, this camera is really good, and for an $829 phone, it has a really good setup. Now, you can do 4K at 60 on the back camera like I stated as well, and you can do 4K 60 on that front camera. But with the lack of that telephoto lens, it really makes me wonder why Apple still does this dual camera setup thing. They should just add triple camera setups on all their iPhones. Why put a watered down camera on this phone? With the Galaxy S20, I feel like that had a tremendous camera, and the S20 Ultra had a way better camera, and the same argument could be made there. But I really don't think, like, with between these cameras, I think the 11 Pro is probably the better camera when it comes down to it. Like I said before, I think the iPhone 12 is a good camera for the most part, but the 11 Pro may actually be the better camera when it comes down to both these. So in terms of that, that pretty much covers it up.